Welcome to Chamber News, your source for all things chamber related. Make sure to stay tuned to the end of the video to catch an exclusive tour of the new fire station. Today's episode is brought to you in part by Maple City Ice Company. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Chamber News. My name is Tony Schaffer, and this is our director, Kelly Lippus.
Good morning, all.
Yes, this is a toast to your morning coffee.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Delicious.
Beautiful. I love it. I run on coffee.
Couldn't go without it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We love the engagement. We did get some constructive criticism on our little broadcast here. Some people wanted to see some additional graphics. Some people wanted to hear our voices better. So basically, they wanted to see a higher production value, which I can agree with. Everything you're seeing here is done with an iPhone 6. So we are accepting donations for audio and video equipment.
And of course he would say something like that, but nonetheless it's true. But at the same time, we're going to keep going with the resources that we have and make it work.
Yep, humble beginnings, as they say.
Absolutely.
That's what I love to say. So, in some chamber news, if you haven't already, you need to be checking your mailbox at home because City Hall has sent out the 2018 Norwalk Resident Survey. And inside of that is some very exciting things. For starters, you're going to get 3 passes to the rec center. Not yearly passes, but they're like daily admissions, something like that.
Yeah, I think you get like 3 one-time admissions, and so you can go out and check out the brand new splash pad at the rec center, which is, I've been there, it's quite cool. It's a nice addition out there. So, I mean, if anything, with these surveys, I mean, that's a bonus, I think.
Absolutely.
It's a gift in itself.
You don't even have to fill out the survey, although I highly recommend you do. Inside the survey, they're going to be looking for information like demographics, male, female, your age, your race, and that just kind of helps them take note of who is filling out these surveys. And a little bit later in the survey, you're going to see things like, are you satisfied with the current state of the sidewalks or the fire service, police service, trash, things like that. So this is really a great opportunity for you to let City Hall know how you feel about some of these services. And one of them that I thought was particularly intriguing was, are you interested in having an amphitheater at the Norwalk Reservoir? This is personally exciting for me. I've got a personal stake in that. But that aside, I think that'd be very cool because, you know, they have the Norwalk Summer Concert Series out there.
They do, and actually the Summer Concert Series was kicked off 2 weeks ago. Last night, every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., and last night was The Bind. I happened to stop out there for a little while before. I haven't really missed one in a couple years, so I was sad that I couldn't stay the whole entire time, but we had that interview with Chief Soyson. And so I had to leave to go do that, but it's a great thing. It's free for the community. Gaymont Nursing Center is out there with popcorn, pop, and water, and it's just a great time. It's one of the best things that we can do here that is free. And yeah, I encourage everyone. It's a 10th season for that as well. So, you know, it keeps making its way back around every single summer. So go out and support it and listen to some great local live music.
That's fantastic.
It'd be pretty cool if it was at the amphitheater too. So if that ever came to
Absolutely.
fruition, that'd be quite nice to have it.
That's real talk, folks. And it's free dollars. So whether we have a cool amphitheater for you to go enjoy that at or not, make sure you keep supporting the free Norwalk Summer Concert Series. One of the other things you'll see in that resident survey, going back to that, is they're going to ask if you are interested in having bike lanes, which I think is really cool. I'm seeing more and more people biking to work and just biking for, you know, recreation and things like that. Which I think is very cool. So make sure you're filling out that survey. You don't have to go to the ballot box. You don't have to go to the polls for that. They're sending the polls right to you. So fill out that survey, prepaid postage, fill it out, drop it in the mail, and let your voice be heard. So.
Absolutely, you want to get those back in. We can't do anything about it if we don't know, and City Hall's asking for your opinion right now, so give it to them if you happen to be one of those lucky 2,000 people to receive that survey. But speaking of the bike paths, you know, we have our local Rails to Trails, which is a great amenity that we have around here that our county is a part of. But right here in downtown Norwalk at Excel Bike and Fitness, which I have to mention, it's over a 100-year-old business that I just found out the other day when I was down there talking to Joe and Carol Missler, that that's a great thing that we have in our community.
That's
but,
older than you.
You know, Tony, I'm not that old, but by a few months, I'm a little older than him, and he reminds me of it daily, but that's okay. It's all right. Got a lot of wisdom over here. So one day,
I gotta throw you curveballs. Like we can't just stick to the script.
No,
okay?
and I'm definitely not Chief Soyson. I definitely did not hit that with a home run when he throws me curveballs. But nonetheless, I laugh, and what's better than laughter? So. But speaking of the bike lanes that the city is asking for with Excel Bike and Fitness right here in downtown Norwalk, they are encouraging a new program called Bike to Work Mondays. I happened to be on Facebook the other day and I saw that, and I think that's a great thing to encourage people to go out and do. And not only are they just encouraging it, they are offering that if you happen to be, your employer is downtown in the vicinity of where Excel Bike and Fitness is, you can actually park your bike there if you don't have bike parking at your employer. And not only can you park it there, Joe Missler, aka the bike doctor, will also check the tire pressure and make sure, give your bike a good overall look, make sure that it's working properly. And so I think that in itself is a huge perk to be able to do. So kudos to you, Excel Bike and Fitness, to keep getting people out to be fit and active. And so that's a great thing.
Absolutely.
I hope it kicks off. I hope we see more people riding their bikes around here.
Yeah, there's no excuse now. I'll see you on Monday on your bike, right? I don't have a bike, or else I would do it.
Well, I think we should fix that. I think
we could go to Excel Bike and I could get a bike.
Yeah, I think practice what you preach, right?
I suppose so.
Maybe that's where we'll go next. We'll go down there and Tony can try a bike out or two. I think that'd be quite fun.
I'll ride a wheelie if Joel will let me do it. Good old-fashioned wheelie. Anyway.
Yeah.
So speaking of health and wellness, right?
Yeah, speaking of health and wellness, another really cool thing that we have going on with one of our chamber members, Fisher Titus Occupational Health and Wellness, is going to present a monthly series that is focusing on problems and solutions for abuse and addiction in the workplace in our community. The series is called Within the Corporate Limit. It's starting Wednesday, June 20th. At 11:30, they're even going to feature lunch. So this is for employers that are around the area that just want to learn about what they can do, what their part is in the addiction, the abuse and addictions that's going right here in our community. So congratulations, or great job, Fisher Titus, for putting that out there and really empowering our employers to be a part of the solution.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that continuing education is going to be critical in addressing such a widespread problem. It's unfortunate that the opioid crisis has proliferated so much in our community, and it's very, very cool to see them stepping up to the plate and doing what they can do.
Absolutely. So again, that's Fisher Titus Occupational Health and Wellness. Head on over to their website and check out. You'll be able to RSVP on there, and they also have a number for it. So again, that's Wednesday, June 20th from 11:30 to 1, and you get lunch for that. So, I think it's a great thing that they're doing for our community.
Absolutely. And speaking on continuing education, Norwalk Economic Development Corporation has their RISE program, Rising Entrepreneurs. They will be doing another speaking session out at Eagle Creek. I believe that's June 19th. Yes, it's June 19th. Brent Walters is going to be the speaker, which is actually really exciting because in looking into him, he's going to be helping with like internal business processes, efficiencies, external communications, which is really just fancy business lingo for helping to streamline your business, which there's really no excuse. I think continuing education for any business owner is critical. You don't learn everything and then coast on the same knowledge for 30 years. It's always about growing and advancing. So very cool that NEDC is doing that.
Absolutely. And not only is it the speaker series, it's also a great networking opportunity. You never know who you're going to meet when you're when you're in a place like that. So not only can you get some education, you can mix and mingle. Never know what kind of deal can come out of that with the people that you meet. I personally have attended the RISE programs. The last one I went to for the speaker series was the Erie County Economic Development. They hosted a RISE program at the Bates Kitchen there, and I definitely walked away with some things. So it's I encourage everyone to go. We will probably be out there as well, and so we hope to see you all there.
Yeah, make sure you head over to norwalknedc.com/rise. And that will take you directly to the page. Make sure you RSVP, that's critical. So I don't believe they're going to have beverages and refreshments available. So make sure you do that. Again, that's June 19th. And speaking towards continuing business education, we're continuing our Chamber University program. Last night we did go live with Chief Soyson from the fire department. We'll speak a little bit more on that here soon. But we are going to be bringing in our first classroom series for this program. And we're going to have Kimberly Boss from ES Consulting. Some of you in the community may remember her from her Training Tuesdays that she did at Information Technologies and Training, which is now ES Consulting. Same location, 50 North Linwood here in Norwalk. She will be presenting at that location 30 Outlook tips in 60 minutes, which is very cool. I mean, she is very knowledgeable. She helps me make like editable PDFs, and she's a wizard at that. I consider myself a computer nerd, but she outdoes me when it comes to those suites, for sure. So we're very excited about that. The date on that will be Wednesday, July 18th. I swear this is all memorized. So we're going to be doing that at the noon hour. That will be at ES Consulting at 50 North Linwood. So make sure you RSVP for that. We're going to be sending out a sign-up sheet through the email, I would imagine, through our email newsletter. So make sure you check that out. There will be about 12 spots available. So it's first come, first serve. If it's a success, we'll continue to do that because, again, she's got a wealth of knowledge for all those office products that we're stuck using every single day. So you might as well learn how to use them to their fullest potential. So Very cool stuff.
Our in-house IT here, aka Tony Schaffer, encourages me all the time to learn some of those things because,
She still calls a flash drive a jump drive.
I mean, that's what it was called initially. It's called vintage. Okay, we're keeping it historic.
I try to communicate with her with Morse code from desk to desk.
I mean, what's wrong with a floppy disk here or there, a little CD-ROM?
That's the second old joke in one segment. I'm sorry. That'll be my limit. Only 2 old jokes.
And who's older?
You are.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to clarify that.
Anyway, so let's get some events out there. So we will be rolling out the golf outing. It's an annual golf outing. The Chamber's done it for a very long time. You can save the date. It's September 19th. It is a Wednesday. Keep an eye out on the newsletter because we're going to be sending out team membership forms and we're going to be doing the sponsorship for the holes and all that stuff. So more details to come, but make sure you mark down September 19th. We'd love to see you there. We're excited to kind of take the reins on that and see what we can do with it. Absolutely.
It's always a great time. I've attended a couple of them in the past. And definitely exactly what Tony said, we're trying to do a little bit of a different spin on it and we're excited for it.
Absolutely.
We'll mark on it.
Absolutely. So tonight is another Imagine Norwalk, correct?
Correct. It is tonight. I'm a little confused by that because we are taping this on a Thursday, so I'm glad Tony said tonight because I would not have said tonight. I would have said tomorrow. But that's okay. This is learning.
No, we're breaking that fourth wall, people. That's just what it is. But,
it's fine.
Tomorrow, if you're here today, but if you're watching this, it's tonight. Does that make sense?
Definitely tonight. Imagine Norwalk is so fun. Excited for that to start off at 5 p.m. right here downtown Norwalk, and we'll be walking around to beach theme. Right.
Wear your flip-flops. Definitely
wear your flip-flops. I'm glad you censored yourself on that one. We didn't have to fix that one for him. So
I'm doing my best here, folks. So I think in closing news. We can take you into a little bit of the tour that we had of the new fire station last night. We had the pleasure of interviewing Fire Chief John Soyson, who was very kind and very knowledgeable on everything. I mean, we got a pretty in-depth rundown of everything that's kind of happened to lead up to the new fire station.
Absolutely.
We did get a tour of it and some of the facilities, so yeah.
Absolutely. And when we were walking around with Chief Soyson, he has so much passion for this new fire station. It's definitely a long time coming. One of, I think, our best things that we can do to support our emergency services is make sure that they have the tools and the support that they need because they are there when we need them most. And I'm quite impressed with every little detail that they thought, definitely making sure that they were conservative in areas, but making sure that they're going to get the most out of it. So this building is going to be around and be effective for years to come. So I was very, very impressed with that. And he's definitely extremely passionate and everything has been thought through. So
every little thing has been thought through.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
pretty lucky
really
to go
impressive.
through.
Yeah, very, very cool. And they are accepting donations for that. Make sure you get some information on that. You can stop down at the fire station if you see them there, or if you see the fire chief buzzing around, make sure you flag him down. I'm sure he's got some pamphlets on him on how to donate and exactly what that donation would be used for. So without further ado, I think we can just go right into a little bit of the tour footage. You can see it's under construction, but there will be some of the amenities that you'll be able to take note of, which are very impressive that I'm very happy for them that they get to utilize that.
Absolutely. I hope you guys enjoy the little tour as much as we did yesterday, for sure.
Absolutely. Well, that being said, thank you for joining us again. Please like and share. Always give us your constructive criticism and your feedback. We will always do our best to make the newest news segment better than the last one. So keep it coming, keep the likes rolling in, and toodaloo.
Make good choices.
The following is a presentation brought to you by the Huron County Chamber of Commerce, Chamber University, continuing business education. Norwalk Fire Chief John Soyson recently invited the Huron County Chamber of Commerce in for a sneak peek at the new Norwalk Fire Station. Still in construction, the nearly $4 million project is slated to be complete in October of 2018. And while $4 million is nothing to turn your nose up at, the spending here at the new Norwalk Fire Station has not been extravagant. In fact, every detail has been seen through to the fullest by the architects. Once completed, there will not only be more bay doors, but they will be larger to accommodate the fire trucks coming in and out. Including a fitness center, there will be a complete training center where the firefighters can spend their time training, grappling from windows, working in confined spaces, and even a way to simulate going up into a second story so that they are fully prepared and trained when tragedy strikes. If you thought that firefighters spent their time sitting around playing poker waiting for the next call, guess again.
We'll actually hang the hose because hose is fabric. When you're done with the fire, you actually got to wash it and hang it.
Yeah.
Otherwise it molds.
Health safety also plays an important role in the architectural design of the fire station, including a space to hang the hoses post-fire after they've been washed. Because firefighters are several times more likely to be diagnosed with cancer, carcinogenic quarantine is actually a part of the architectural design. Going from the engine room, where the firefighters remove their gear post-fire, they go through this hallway and then into the living space, reducing the amount of carcinogens that follow them into the living space in their civilian clothing. And while modest, the living space boasts a kitchen area, dining area, a bunk area where the firefighters can sleep, and some office spaces for the chief, assistant chief, and other staff. Impressively, no taxes were raised, nor were any loans taken out for the construction of this building. That being said, they are accepting donations to help aid in the final phases of this project. The funds raised will be used for equipment maintenance, audiovisual aids, outfit training areas, and more. If you're interested in becoming a donor, please make checks payable to the City of Norwalk at this address here. A big thanks goes out to Norwalk Fire Chief John Soyson for the tour. We wish you all the best moving forward.